Greetings, gents. I'm Geofatboy for ShaveNation.com. Today's going to be an unboxing and review of the Feather adjustable double-edged razor. Here's a look at the package, and I'll read. There's some very valuable information on this package. It says adjustable double-edged razor, adjustable blade, exposure for a personalized shave. And then here it says mild or aggressive. Choose between less or more blade exposure for either a mild or aggressive shave. And this, one of the questions I get asked most often about these blades, the Feather yellow package and the black package, which I've explained before, but here we have proof right on the package. It says, use Feather high stainless blades for best results. Packaging design may vary between markets, but the blades are the same. So the yellow is a 10-pack, the black is a 5-pack, and it even says, if you look closely, the yellow says 10 platinum coated blades right here. And then the black says 5 pieces. So they mix it up a little bit, try to confuse you, but it's still the same blade. All right, it is made in Japan. You probably know that. On the front, Feather adjustable double-edged razor, adjustable blade exposure for a personalized shave. Made in Japan. And we'll open it up, have a look inside. Got a little plastic clamshell holding the razor, blades, and instructions. We'll do away with the box for now. First we'll talk about the blades. It's the black package, but guess what? It doesn't contain 5 like you think it would. It contains 2 blades. So it gives you 2 test blades. The packaging is the same. It still has the disposal slot in the rear, where when you're done with your blade, your spent blade, you're not using it anymore, you can just slide it into the back for safe disposal. The instructions are in Japanese, so I'll read them to you in Japanese. Just kidding. On one side Japanese, on the other side it's in English. Or some of you say it's in American. This razor overall is 4.5 inches or 114 millimeters. So it's a pretty decent sized razor. The weight of it is 1.4 ounces or 40 grams. That's relatively light as far as safety razors go. And the way you open this, I'll tell you right now, I'm not real fond of it. This part here spins, this silver part. So you have this adjustment knob here. What that does, that will take you from mild to aggressive. There's a 1 and a 2. If you can see that, if you can make that out, that 1 and 2 right up here. The 1 is the mild setting, and the 2 is the more aggressive. Let me make sure of that. Yes, option 1 provides less blade exposure for a mild shave and best used on fine hair and sensitive skin. Option 2 provides more blade exposure for an aggressive shave and best used on dense, coarse hair and normal skin. So in order to adjust this, you flip this little tab right here, back and forth. Now if it's fully tightened down, this way, fully tight, you can't move this adjustment tab. So you need to loosen it up. So loosen it up, set it at 2 or set it at 1. 1 is mild, 2 is aggressive. It's very simple, nothing to it. Even a little baby can do it. Well, on second thought, if you're a baby, don't shave with this razor. Don't shave at all. All right, wait till you get some some growth on your face, and then, like my dad told me, I said, Dad, what about shaving? He said, shaving? You don't even have a beard. He goes, put some milk on there and let the cat lick it off. That was my first adventure in shaving. But that's what I'm here for, to teach you guys. All right, so that's that. This razor is, I would call it the big brother of the Feather popular double-edged razor. This is non-adjustable, very entry-level, very basic razor. Also butterfly opening with the silver knob at the top that you spin to open it and close it. So I'll put that one away. But this is the one we're dealing with. This is the Feather adjustable. All right, the handle is ABS resin, and then the rest of it is brass and stainless steel. So as I said, you spin you could hold this and spin the bottom and turn it that way to open the doors. See that? Or you can just spin the silver knob. It's a little bit awkward because your fingers tend to hit the tab that moves back and forth here when you spin it. So to me, it's not the best design. I much prefer just having the knob at the bottom, like this old Super Speed of mine. You just turn the knob at the bottom and the doors open. Very simple. That's an oldie. Newer model, the Parker 99R. Spin the knob at the bottom and the doors open and close. Very simple. There's nothing to get in the way. It's wide open down here. All right, since we are using the feather razor and it comes with feather blades, I'll be using feather blade. So as I showed, you just spin the dial, open it up all the way. Here's the feather blade. And I'm going to pop that just right over the top here. You can have a look at it. There you go. Blade is installed. And so then tighten it back down. If you grip it towards the bottom of the silver knob, it's okay. It's not bad. I'm going to start on 2, so I have it set on 2. I like to start higher with adjustable razors and then work my way down. So I'll probably do 2 passes, 1 on 2, 1 on 1. And we'll see how that works out. But there is really good information here. This probably will hold true for most safety razor blades. Let me just read this to you. I'll probably put a link to this, or I'll post a picture of this somewhere in the video as well. It says handling and care. The enclosed replaceable blades are to be used only for shaving the skin. Contact with any other shaving surface will damage the blade. The razor must be used with double-edged blades only. It says dispose blades properly. That's, I think, a typo. Dispose blades properly by inserting used blades in the slot located in the back side of the blade case. We knew that. Wash. Do not use any detergent or solvent, and completely dry the razor handle and blade after every use to maintain its longevity. If you have something nice and you want to take care of it, you should be doing that anyway. Especially if you spend a lot of money on a razor, you want to take care of it. When the blade is not used for a long time, remove the blade from the razor and store them separately to prevent rusting. Okay, that could be a typo as well. To maintain cutting on cutting edge and prolong sharpness, rinse, do not wipe the blade. And then finally, this is a good one too, because a lot of people ask about this. Packaging adhesive on blades will not impact blade performance. When you first open your feather blades and you pop a blade out, you'll see that once you go to remove it from the wrapper, they glue it down. There's glue in there that holds the paper to the blade itself. It gets on your fingers, it's a little bit sticky. I like to wash my fingers after I remove the blade and install it because I don't like that feeling on my fingers. But that is an answer to your question. Does not affect blade performance. All that valuable information is out of the way. Let's get to the shave. Today I'll go with some Taub's Rose, Taylor of Old Bond Street Rose. It's actually pink. It's got a nice light scent to it, a flowery scent. If you're into the lighter scents, this is a really nice one. I'll warm my face up and we'll get right to the shave. My brush is soaking in this marble cup. I'm going to pour out this water. Shake off the bulk of the water. This is a Shave Nation resin brush. Just going to go right into the tips here. Tips right into the shaving cream and load them up a little bit. And then a little hot water. I'm going to go right to the face. Starting on the right. Oh, you can see I've got a pretty decent heavy beard growth, several days. So we can see what this razor can do, how it performs. This rose smells very, very sweet. It's nice and light, airy. A little more water. Just drive that shaving cream right into the beard. Soften it up so the razor can do its job. This is really the best part of the shave right here, brushing on your cream. If you do nothing else, buy yourself a shaving brush, a nice one that feels good on the skin. Figure 8 method, infinity maneuver. Nice Zen moment right here. Great way to start the day. Let's clear the runways so we can see the sideburns. All right, as I said, blade is loaded. Let's check the reveal. I didn't look at it before. Looks very good, looks even. What do you think? Very even, right across. And I have it set on 2, which is the more aggressive setting. Easy to grip. It's got a nice feel to it. It's wider at the bottom. In the center where you'd hold it, it's got some grooves horizontally running up and down. So it's very easy to grip this razor. It feels good in the hand. All right, so I'll just start like this, tilt slightly up, as usual, as per usual, like so. Someone requested I say like so more often. So here we go, like that. Just tilt slightly upward like so, and then we'll go down. Huh. Pretty good. Got some nice stubble there. Flip it over, one side full, flip to the other side. I'm pressing a little bit. It's a light razor, so I feel like you do have to apply some pressure to get it to cut well. Not a lot, just enough. Down the neckline. Actually really nice. Feels very comfortable. Got a lot of stubble on there. Let's rinse that. Rinses off easily. Left side, same way. Just start perpendicular and tilt slightly upward. Find that angle and cut that sideburn. Actually very nice shaving razor. Look at that. Removed my heavy beard growth very easily. Down the neckline. Let's rinse that. Okay, good. Feels like the type of razor where you can't cut yourself. A little bit bulky on top, not as contoured as some. You can get under the nose. All right, first pass. Pretty smooth. Let's do a quick rinse. All right, I mean, you could feel around right now. If you feel that you were smooth enough, you could just stop, but I still feel some little bit of beardage there, so we're gonna do one more. Lather up. Relather for the second pass. Let's clear those runways, make sure they're wide open. Dry the fingers and pick up the razor. And as I said before, remember, we're going to change the adjustment from 2 to 1. So it's locked up right now. We're going to loosen it. Turn it counterclockwise, and then we'll be able to shift that tab over to 1. There you go. It's on 1. See it? You can switch it back and forth from 2 to 1. And then tighten it back up. Lock down that blade. The mildest setting. And we'll start on the right side. We'll go across the grain. Oh yeah, I can feel that the blade reveal is much less now. You can really whip it around. Even less of a chance of cutting yourself this way. Backhand it. Yeah, this is a very mild setting. If you have a very mild beard, not much growth, this would be what you'd want to use. This 1 wouldn't work very well on heavier beard growth, but the 2 was fine. Let me rinse that. Got some good stubble there. Okay, now we'll go against the grain. Nice. Now across the mustache. Clean it up around the lips here. Let's rinse that off and see what it feels like. Actually, really smooth. Very nice. Let's grab the Shave Nation wide stick, the Allen block again. Wet that under the cold water. While your face is still wet, just glide that all around. Seal off any small nicks if you got any. Soothe any irritation you may have gotten. Good finish to the shave right here. It just tightens up the skin. All right, let that soak in for about 15 to 30 seconds and rinse that off. Pat the face dry. Let's use some of this Parasso sensitive skin. Just pour that into the fingertips. It's a thicker balm, a little bit of that. Rub it together and then right into the skin. Got a nice cool light, no scent because it's unscented as I said. Doesn't contain anything that could irritate your skin. Just a nice cool finish to your shave. Excellent. I think it's oatmeal and tea extract. Yep, liquid cream aftershave with green tea and oat. Good for the skin. Very calming, soothing effect. All right, let's do a final look at the razor. Really nice adjustable razor. Basic adjustable, just 2 settings, 1 and 2. It's not like you have 5 or 6 different settings to play with, and there's no plates to switch, anything like that. So very simple to use and comfortable in the hand, feels good. Plastic, brass, stainless steel, should last a long time. The only thing I would change about this razor if I could was move this adjustment knob down to the bottom here. Much easier to deal with instead of, it's a little bit clunky this way, just a little bit awkward. The 1 and 2 setting works very nice. Just remember to loosen it when you switch back and forth and then tighten it back up before you start shaving. So very simple. If you want to pick up any of these items, I'll put links under the video. You can grab them there or go to shavenation.com. If you want to get this razor, just enter feather adjustable in the search box. It'll pop right up. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Visit shavenation.com for all your shaving supplies. I'm Geofatboy. Have a great shave. Have a great day.